me to play.
Good job. Way to go. Welcome to KingPlayer TV. Everybody, we like to bring special guests to the guitar room, and today we got a good friend of mine, an old friend of mine from high school. On KingPlayer TV, we like to let everybody introduce themselves. So go ahead and tell everybody on KingPlayer TV who you are.
All right, my name is Chuck Moye. Play with the band Soul Hustle. Play around here in Toledo. We've been together for about 9. Actually, we're coming up to 10 years this year.
10 years.
10 years.
That's longevity for bands.
It is.
Especially in the local area.
God, ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Right,
so we like to start the conversation with the what, the why, the how, and the when. So tell us what made you get started with music.
Okay.
Why you did, and when you got started.
Well, what made me get started with music is my family, man. I come from a blues, old soul background as far as listening around the house, man. The music that we used to listen to around the house. My father loved B.B. King, loved B.B. King, Albert King, Johnny Lee Hooker, all of that stuff, man. So that made me kind of get into guitar a little bit, and then with the soul stuff, the Motown stuff, and then when I was younger, man, artist came along by the name of Prince. And
we all know who that is,
right, man? And he was the one, man, that really got me into playing the guitar, and also by getting introduced to Prince, I got introduced to Jimi Hendrix. Got introduced to Carlos Santana, all of those cats. So that kind of started everything off.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you got quite a wide range of influences starting out.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. I remember when we was in high school and a jazz band.
Yeah.
I remember going to some pep rallies and seeing you playing guitar in the jazz band. So that's been a long time. So you've been playing for a while, right?
Yeah, I've been playing for a minute, man.
Yeah.
I've been playing for a minute.
So who influenced you locally as far as music goes? Talk about
man.
locally. Who maybe have influenced you locally?
Well, man, there was a lot of cats, man, that as far as guitar players, one of them, man, is a cat named Tyler Price, man. Tyler actually went to our old high school.
Okay.
And man, he used to play at a few of the pep rallies, man. And Tyler, man, is a beast on the guitar, man. And he was one of the cats, man, that kind of said, man, I want to do that,
Right.
And at that time I was already interested, with my Prince influence and everything, kind of, So, but the thing is that my father, he didn't really want to buy me a guitar, so my aunt had an old acoustic in her basement that she wasn't using. So my father said, hey, if you can play me some blues, I'll buy you a guitar. So I waited till one night, I went practicing this old listen and this old, I don't know if you remember all that.
Yeah.
I practiced that, man, and one night he came home from work, decided he wanted to have him a couple of beers, and I waited till he had those beers and went down and played that, man. My birthday, I got a guitar.
That's all he wrote.
That's all he wrote. Right.
So you talked a little bit about Soul Hustle.
Tell
me a little bit more about your band. You've been together for a little while. So
been together for a little while.
Talk to me a little bit more about Soul Hustle.
Soul Hustle. We first started out, man, as the whole idea, and this is going back to my parents, my father. I wanted to put together a band. It was my father's 70th birthday party, and at that time he had also retired from General Motors, GM. So we wanted to have a surprise birthday party. I said, you know what? Would it be great if I could put together a band for that and play some live blues for them? And I got together with a few musicians, and that kind of started it.
Nice.
Yeah, that kind of started it. So we was blues, and then we went more into the kind of like the soul, neo soul type of stuff, and we kind of got a little rep as far as doing like a lot of neo soul at first. So
I remember catching you guys out a couple different places. Hollywood Casino was one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think I seen you guys. Trying to remember where, but man, you had the neo soul down.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That was smacking. So you talked about some influences.
Right.
Prince being one of those. Would you consider him to be your favorite artist, or who would be your current favorite artist?
Oh man, my current favorite artist. Oh man, I got the list. It's just, I mean, anywhere from Prince, Stevie Wonder, who else? Man, P-Funk, George Clinton, and Part of the Funkadelic, man. Some of the stuff those cats was doing, man, back in the day, man, was just, you know, there's a couple good documentaries, man, on YouTube about George Clinton, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna check out.
Right.
Who else? Oh man, even, you know, BB as far as his playing. I even listened to a little Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stevie's a beast.
Oh man, I actually went to go see Stevie, man. I was like 18 or 19, and he played at the sports arena.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I seen Stevie at the sports arena and at the Toledo Zoo.
Did you?
Outdoor amphitheater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and that was something, man. Back in his heyday, man, he killed it, man.
Stevie was the boy that I watched at the amphitheater use 2 wah pedals at the same time.
Oh, really?
They brought him a chair out and he sat down and used both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd have been sick to see.
That,
man.
that was wild.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
wild. That was wild.
Wow.
So if we go out to your car, Chuck,
Uh-huh.
and we turn on your radio,
Mm-hmm.
what's on your playlist right now?
Well, right now, what's on my playlist? I'm listening to a little hip hop right now. Right now on my playlist, if you was going to, well, you know, now your playlist is on your phone. Now.
Right.
Right now, I'm listening to, you know, every now and then listen to some hip hop, and I'm listening to Slum Village right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, because, you know, it's, a couple of days ago it was JD Day, J Dilla Day.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm also somewhat, you know, a producer also as well. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he was a cat, man, that, you know, as far as producing or whatever, he was kind of a big influence.
He was a sneaky boy.
Oh, man.
A lot of Timberland tracks.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely.
Talk to me a little bit about what your feeling is as far as the music that inspires you now. What inspires Chuck now musically?
What inspires me now?
Yeah.
I tell you, I've been listening to a lot of, anything from like Snarky Puppy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who else? Who else have I been listening to? Man, Snarky Puppy. A guitar player, man, by the name of Isaiah Sharkley. You ever heard of him?
Beast.
Yeah. Actually, man, I've had the chance. Actually, man, I was fortunate enough, man. Last year, every now and then I go to. Last year I went to this thing called the International Musician Summit.
Yeah.
And he was in the lobby playing. Him and some other cats, and I got the chance to sit down and jam with him, man.
Wow.
And man, but dude, you sitting there playing, and he just takes over, man, and just, I mean, you just sit there in awe, man, and how the way this dude, and dude, he's a student, man, of soul music.
Yes.
Man, he pulled out some old Earth, Wind and Fire, some Bobby Womack, and you know he was singing it along with it too. So
yeah, him and Jubu Smith.
Oh, Jubu is, oh man. Yeah, he's another one, man. Yeah, the boys are sick, man.
Yeah, they're just on a whole different plane.
And I got a chance too, man, to listen to. Here's another guitar player I've been listening to too. Is Eric Gales. Yeah, Eric Gales.
He may be my behind Prince.
Yeah.
As far as this guy, actually is a drummer. And won a national drum contest, but he didn't want anybody that knew he played guitar because his brothers did. So he got into a drum contest and won it. And then after he won the drum contest, the local band needed a bass player, so he started playing bass. All the while, he was actually wanting to play guitar. That is that dude. If you ever get a chance to catch Eric live,
I have. Yeah, man. He was down. Actually, I got a picture of him with me and him on my phone, man.
Yeah. He is something.
Yeah, he is, man, and he's humble, man. But dude, to hear his story,
right,
the way that he tells it about where he came from,
right.
You know, one thing that was for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been going to this musician summit, and he was telling his story. The first time he said that he was there, he admitted to us. He said, "Do you know the first time I was there, I was on drugs.
Mm.
He said, man, he said that, but I played, and if you ever seen a video of that performance, man, how emotional it was, because man, you know, he was crying. I swear to God, there was people in the audience crying.
Wow.
You know, man, because you know it just did something to him, man. That spirit got into him, man.
Right.
And, you know, dude, like I said, he's very anointed with his instrument.
Eric's something, man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Give me your thoughts on the current music scene locally.
Here, I wish there was more venues that were a little bit more open to, instead of just having the pop dance music, you know, just a little bit more open to different types of alternative music. You know what I mean? You know, like for example, I mean, what is the name of that bar? Ottawa Tavern.
Okay.
Ottawa Tavern is you know, at last I heard, they didn't even want you to play any, you know, cover music. They want you to do all original music at Ottawa Tavern.
Okay.
Which, I mean, that's, you know, that's real cool, man, because, you know, with Soul Hustle, man, we even got original songs that
Gotcha.
that we worked on. But I just wish there was more venues, man, that cater to different other styles of music, you know,
Okay.
instead of just, you know, the typical top 40 dance and, you know, rock and blues. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So, let's say we put you in front of a panel of judges.
Right.
It's your day of deliverance.
Okay.
They ask you to play a lick
Mhm.
that your life depends on.
Mhm.
What are you gonna play, Chuck?
Oh man. A lick or a song?
Lick or song? What's the song you gonna pull out of your back pocket?
Oh man. That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I would have to say, man, if I'm at a panel of judges,
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's just yeah.
Think about that. We'll come back.
Let
We'll
me
come
think
back.
about
We'll come
that
back.
because because I got so many of them, man.
Think about that. We'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Which guitar would you take to a stranded island
Oh,
if you were to go?
Just a guitar.
Just the guitar.
Just
Which
a
one?
guitar. Okay. I would, man. I'm a Strat man.
You a Strat guy?
Yeah, I'm definitely a Strat man. So, you know, even though you got me liking this little Horner, man, this is nice, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man. So you take the Strat. All right. Give me
Yeah,
a piece of music you're gonna take with you.
A piece of music, like
Music, yeah.
okay, music. Man, probably some. Just a style of a genre of music is what you want.
Whatever your favorite,
Oh,
whatever your
okay.
favorite CD is.
Whatever.
Can't say CD now because now you gotta
Yeah.
say digital downloads.
All right, you gotta say digital download. Man,
I've heard everything
I was-
from songs in the key of life.
I was
I've heard-
man. I was just getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say that. Jeez. Man, it's so many, like I was gonna say, man. If I was on a stranded island, I love the Marvin Gaye "I Want You" album.
There you go.
I like that, but if I'm by myself, that ain't gonna be any good.
Right. I've never heard that before, but yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'll be miserable.
Well, if you by yourself, you might as well just do some Bob Marley. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go back to that favorite lick.
Lick.
Yeah, what are you gonna do for those panel of judges?
Oh man. Man. To be honest with you,
Little Tony.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that, man.
Nice.
Sorry. I'm
Nice.
a little rusty, folks. I have not been playing in 2 or 3 weeks, man. So my hands is a little rusty.
That's all right. That's all right. So tell us where we can find Soul Hustle. Tell us about the social media platforms you guys are on.
Right now we're on Facebook and we're also on Instagram.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, give me the tags for
Uh,
Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook is the Soul Hustle Band.
Mhm.
And also Instagram, Soul Hustle Band. All
Gotcha.
one word. Yeah.
Gotcha. So we'd like to thank you for coming.
All
Thanks
right.
for your time, Chuck.
All
We
right.
don't want to keep you too much longer, but we do want you make that guitar sound 10 times better than when I
Come
play that
on,
thing.
man. No, come on now.
So before we let you go,
Yeah.
we'll let you play a little bit more, but before we get away from this thing, I need everybody to go on to the KingPlayer TV YouTube channel, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Also in the comments section, comment who you want to see. Comment the questions you want us to ask. There are a lot more things coming on KingPlayer TV. We have something called Monday Loops coming. On Facebook, you can catch me at KP7. On Instagram is KingPlayer Official. Twitter is KP71. And again on YouTube is the KingPlayer TV. Chuck, thanks for coming. We'll let you go ahead and play a few more licks on the way out. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Go ahead, Chuck. Take it away.